Ya era un poco tarde, pero logré que Adrienne Young e Isabel IBAñEZ me firmaran todos los libritos que tenía de ellas y poderlas entrevistar y poder platicar un poco acerca de sus historias. Hola chicos, estoy muy emocionada de tener esta oportunidad que se me ha dado de poder entrevistar a dos autoras que se encuentran aquí en la Feria del Libro de Guadalajara, que van a venir a presentar sus libros, y estoy muy contenta de poder tener esta oportunidad. Si ustedes no han leído sus libros o no las conocen, déjenme platicarles un poquito acerca de cada una de ellas, donde las primeras tenemos a esta Adrienne Young, que ella nació en Texas, y ella siempre le ha gustado la escritura narrativa juvenil, con toques fantásticos, con los piratas, con los temas del mar, y ha escrito un montón de bestsellers. Entre ellos están aquí sus libros de Fable y de Medianoche. También otro libro que es La chica que nos devolvió el mar, todos publicados bajo el sello de Pop. Y contándoles rápidamente de qué se trata el libro, la primera parte, que es Fable, viene siguiendo la historia de una chica llamada Fable que un día perdió a su mamá en un accidente dentro del mar, tristemente por una tormenta, y su papá la abandona en una isla y dice: tú no estás hecha para este mundo, y la deja ahí a la deriva y que se busque su vida por sí misma. Entonces ella lo que más quiere es presentarse en la casa de su papá y decirle: lo logré, yo sí pude salir de ahí, pero las cosas empiezan a salir bastante mal porque va a tener que tomar un barco y va a conocer a muchísimas personas, entre ellos está West, y van a empezar a pasar un montón de cosas y situaciones dentro de ese barco y toda una travesía hasta que llega con su papá. Eso fue de lo que se trata aquí Fable. Y luego tenemos aquí para presentarles a esta Isabel, donde sí, que también no la hallaba aquí del... ya, es que no había encontrado el nombre, perdón. Por otro lado estamos con Isabel IBAñEZ, que ella es una escritora y diseñadora gráfica estadounidense, que sus papás son de Bolivia, por eso habla bien español.
Un poquito bien español.
No,
con un acento medio grande, pero...
Y en su libro, de hecho, hay palabras en español y frases, entonces eso es bastante increíble. Porque lo leí en inglés. I read her book in English. I know, because you wouldn't know. No, I read it in English. That's why I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense, right? La historia de Juntos en la Hoguera, que está publicado bajo el sello de Pop, viene siguiendo la historia de Isabela, que ella un año antes de que comience la historia perdió a su mamá y le tiene muchísimo miedo a los dragones, y tiempo después de eso sucede un accidente bastante grande en el lugar de donde es como, no sé bien cómo llamarlo, que es como donde hacen los dragadores, donde hacen como las peleas con los dragones, bailan.
Las plazas de toros.
Las plazas de toros. Y ella pasa una tragedia ahí y va a tener que buscarse la vida y tener que comprobar varias cosas que están sucediendo alrededor de toda la historia. Entre ellos lo va a llevar a conocer a Arturo para que le entrene a hacer algo. Ustedes tendrán que averiguar todo esto porque no les voy a spoilear todo el libro, ¿verdad? Pero tiene dragones, tiene bastante fantasía, construcción de personajes y de desarrollo de la historia. Y pues ya lo pueden encontrar, que se acaba de publicar recientemente. All of the books. Now we're going to be switching to English. Okay. So first of all, thank you so much for having this time with me to do this interview. I'm so excited to meet you. First of all, now that you are here in Mexico, I want to know some questions about you. How are you both feeling being in a new country, presenting your books? Like, how do you feel like it's such a dream? Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah. Well, if you would have asked me 10 years ago if I would be traveling to other countries to talk with readers about my books translated into other languages, I would not have believed you. That would have been just such a faraway dream for me. So I feel like it is really exciting and very special to be able to, it's one thing to like publish books in your own country and meet people in your own country, but to see your books connect with readers all over the world is just very, very special to me.
I mean, this is a dream come true, especially being able to hold Juntos en la Hoguera en español para que mi familia lo pueda leer en español. Eso es realmente un sueño. Y mis padres están viniendo y va a ser la primera presentación, sí, ahora a la feria y va a ser la primera presentación que me van a escuchar hablando en español, que es mi primer idioma. Entonces es algo muy especial.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy here in Mexico. But
Yes.
This is your first time visiting Mexico?
No.
No, I've been here before. Yeah.
First time to Guadalajara.
Yes.
For me.
Okay. But in Mexico, in general, you have
Sí, Puerto Vallarta and Mexico City. Yeah.
I've been to Cabo San Lucas and Juarez.
Yeah.
And I think that's it in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I really like Guadalajara.
Yeah, we're going to love it. We already do.
Well, it's the best city. in
Okay.
Mexico.
All right.
Guadalajara.
big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
very big.
It's big. And what have you felt about Mexico so far, or Guadalajara? Here more specifically?
Well, did you see the sunset tonight?
No, I didn't.
My window, we've only been here a few hours.
Yeah.
But tonight the sunset was so beautiful in the sky, and it was like all orange and red. It was
Oh,
gorgeous.
I really want to see it. I hope I get to see more parts of it. I want to see El Centro. I want to be able to explore a little bit. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I was talking about
yeah.
Guadalajara.
Yeah.
I hope I get to see more of Guadalajara. We just arrived a few hours ago. I really want to see El Centro. I want to see more of the city. But if not, I'm excited to go to the Feria because I hear it's one of the biggest book festivals in Latin America. So
Yeah.
all these people gathered to talk about books seems like a dream to me.
And the world, I think it's the second largest in the world.
Yeah.
In the world?
In the world.
That's what Leia told me.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
I'm
so
surprised.
cool. I'm very excited.
Yeah, you're gonna see tomorrow. It's crazy. There's a lot of people. Oh well, you know, but Mexican people, Latin American people are very loud. So you're gonna hear us all over the place. Well, you arrived a couple of hours ago, but have you tried Mexican? Well, yeah. Well, you've been to Mexico. Have you tried Mexican food? Not in the United States, like Taco Bell. Please don't say that to me.
I don't eat Taco Bell.
Okay.
No, but I did live in California for
Oh.
15 years, and I think we get better Mexican food.
Yeah,
I think,
you do.
in California, and I also grew up in Texas.
Okay.
And so I feel like there's Tex-Mex in Texas,
Yeah.
but there's also good authentic Mexican food too.
I
Oh.
love Mexican food. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
excited for everything.
And I'm so happy for the dinner that you can
Yes.
cook more.
Me too.
Yes.
More
me
Mexican
too.
food. That's amazing. Well, so that was the questions about Mexico. So thank you so much, and I really hope that you enjoy your time here in Mexico. We are very happy to be here with you. And now moving forward to the questions about your books. I'm gonna be asking. It's gonna be the same for both of you. Then you can start first, then you go, and then the next question you go, and then Adrienne. So.
Okay.
You don't always start, and you have time to think, right?
Okay, let's switch it.
I have some specific questions, but I will let you know about that. And let's talk about your favorite topic, your books.
Okay.
So the first question that I have is, what would you say to some of your new readers that haven't read the books and they want to start reading them? Like, you can go first.
I would say that I really love to write adventurous books that take place in very brutal worlds. I really love complicated family dynamics. You'll find that in all of my books. You could start with Sky in the Deep, which is my very first book, or you could just start with the Fable series, which Medianoche is out now, Legato is about to come out, and then Saint will be out later next year.
Okay.
All of my books feel very old world. I love adventure stories like Adrienne. I love to write about food. I love to write books that have a lot of kissing in them. I love romance. I love writing characters who are literally running for their lives. That is kind of fun for me. But what I really hope that a reader will feel is that they feel swept off their feet into a new world, and just their breath is kind of taken away. Yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't read the books, I think it's a really good opportunity to give them and try the books. I think they're amazing. Have you ever thought that you will make it this far? Like you were saying about 10 years ago, but like in a dream when you were younger, like maybe in the future, if I'm really lucky, because this is a very tough world in the writing life. So being this successful, I think is amazing. So what do you think?
Realmente nunca me imaginaba. No, en serio. Yo creo que desde chiquita era mi sueño de ser una escritora, pero para llegar hasta aquí es sorprendente. No sé, realmente nunca me podía imaginar que podía llegar hasta aquí. Y esto realmente es un momento que nunca me voy a olvidar, realmente.
No, you'll never forget that.
No.
I definitely dreamed of it when I was young. Being an author is like a lifelong dream for me, but I really didn't think it was very realistic. Like, I didn't think it would really happen. And so when it finally did, it took me a long time to really believe it. And then I think as I've released more books and my readership has grown, it's just been very cool and like unbelievable to see like it all unfold, because I mean, for a long time I just thought it would never happen. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's where the song goes. This is what dreams are made of, right?
Yes,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard too. It takes a lot of effort.
It is a hard
time.
part.
It's
No,
very hard.
it is.
To do.
It's a very difficult life.
Yeah.
Just to get ideas, to sit down,
And
to
then
sit down and just start like,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do? I have that idea, but what's next?
Yeah.
Please, can you write it for me?
But even more than that, publishing is a business. So it's also selling and marketing yourself. So there's a lot to the world. A lot of work.
I can imagine it must be really exhausting. Have you tried to read one of your books in another language that has been translated? Well, you have.
You will,
You,
right?
you have
You'll
tried
read
to
this?
read your book in
Ahorita,
Spanish?
Bueno, esta es la primera vez que lo estoy agarrando el libro, ¿ok? Entonces yo sí o sí lo voy a leer en español, totalmente. I'm very excited to read it. Porque yo creo que va a ser diferente. Yo creo que obviamente va a ser la misma tema, va a ser los mismos caracteres,
of course.
pero yo creo que es una diferente magia leer mi libro en otro idioma, porque va a tener un diferente sabor.
Sí.
Entonces, yeah.
I think it must feel like some deja vu, right?
Yeah,
like,
maybe a little
because
deja
you
vu.
didn't write it, but it's my idea, and just finding another language, it must be like, I have seen this, but it might feel weird, but in a nice way, right?
I like seeing them in Spanish, but I can't read in Spanish. So I think it's super cool to see it translated into other languages.
Yeah, you see characters, right?
Yeah, I can see their names and pick out some words, but yeah.
And some context with the chapter, right?
Yeah. I really love that. Is this your book?
Yeah, it's mine.
I love that you put little post-it notes and you highlighted in it. Like,
oh, and you understand what I highlighted.
yeah. You want it back?
No. Maybe, I don't know.
Kissing.
No. Well, I was reading this book in English, like I said, because I think I read faster in English. I don't know why. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm very used to reading in English. Yours, I read it both in Spanish. I don't know why, but I really like to read them in English, and I have it in my Kindle, and I have to move it. I think I'm about to finish, and the kissing scenes is more like something over there.
Yeah.
I remember the spicy things. I was reading it, and I was like, Isabel.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the ending, but I know it's gonna be good. Is it just gonna be one?
It is just going to be one. It's a standalone.
Yeah, because I'm at the ending and I'm like, Some authors do that thing that everything is going well, and then boom, everything goes wrong, right?
Yeah, it's a standalone.
Okay.
There is a character I would love to write about in another story, but we'll see if we get there.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good to do.
Yeah.
You did the same, right? I think there's one for Saint. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a really good
It's
character.
coming out in the U.S. next week, and then it'll come out in Spanish next year.
Yeah. I really
Is it
want
gonna
to
be
read
called
this
Santo?
story.
I think so.
Santo?
In Spanish, yeah.
Yeah.
Saint, yeah.
Santo. Okay.
Yeah. He's a really good character. When I read the ending of Medianoche, you touch my heart
Yeah.
with that phrase, you know, right?
I love him. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the best. I'm very excited to read it. I haven't read this book
He's
yet.
a real dad. I think he's not good. He's not bad. He's just human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's human, and he's trying to do the best.
Yeah.
Right? Like every parent.
Yeah.
Have you ever written something and then read it and be like, no way, this is impossible. I have to delete it, start all over again.
All
Yes.
the time. Yes.
Definitely. I do that in every draft. Or I'll have a bad writing day where I don't feel good about anything I wrote, and so I wind up deleting it, and the next day I start over again.
I will do it too. But one of the things that I have learned about myself is I need to have the bad draft just so that I can make it better. I am much better at rewriting and revising than I am drafting. I think you're a stronger drafter. I think you have the soul of a drafter. I do. But for me, it hurts me to write that first draft.
Yeah.
And I am way less pleased with it. But I do get excited about going in and rewriting it and making it better. But I do delete a lot.
Yeah, and you get frustrated on something like, yeah, I think it's, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a daily basis, right?
Writing a book is a very frustrating process across the board. It
Yes.
is just every stage there are very frustrating aspects to it.
And there is, and I don't know about you, but I hold myself to the standard. I'm like, I know I can do better.
Yeah.
I know I can do better than this. So I
Yeah.
just get frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine. And how do you write? Like, do you start writing and then like however it goes, if everything can happen, then you have an idea?
We're very different. I am a discovery writer. I write and I'm just like, we'll see where everything goes while I'm writing. And I don't want to figure it all out ahead of time. But Isabel,
That makes me so anxious.
Yeah.
I do not, honestly, I don't like getting lost. And if I know where I'm going, it means I don't have any like empty just sitting, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
And I am not wasting time. And I really do not like to waste my time. And so I will plan and plan. However, as I'm writing, if an idea bubbles up to the surface and it's different, I will follow it. And sometimes I get my plot twists from that way. But if it turns out to be a bad idea, I still have a map. I know to come back to this map. So I allow for surprises, but the main thing is I don't like to feel that anxious. Oh, I don't know what happens next, and then I just sit and I'm like, Well, this is like you pull out this ace card every single time.
It's exciting to me to not know everything.
That made me think. A plot twist in your books sometimes are a surprise for you too?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my
Yes.
God, I didn't think of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
everything was planned, but sometimes you can get like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That's a
Yes.
really good plot twist.
Yes,
Plot
many
twist.
times when I'm writing, I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like this connects to this, and like whatever, and it's very unexpected.
I get excited.
It's magic.
Oh.
When that happens, it's magic because you didn't.
Yeah, I got the
you don't
chills.
connect that until
Yeah, it
you're
feels
in.
magical.
Yeah, it feels magical.
Did you have to learn something new while you were writing these books? I know these are in the sea. Something about the sea and you about your dragons.
I don't think that I needed to learn something new. Maybe a little bit. I got the idea because I was visiting family in Spain. I have a lot of family in Asturias. And my family took me to see the toros, and so I did not have a good experience seeing the toros. It made me very emotional, and I was crying.
Yeah.
But I got the idea, and so I felt like I needed to learn a lot about the tradition of los toros and finding out how old of a tradition. It's a 3,000-year-old tradition.
Yeah.
And so I needed to learn because I wanted to talk about this argument in a very respectful way. And I wanted to ask a question, if there was a way that you can reimagine a tradition in a new way, that there's a compromise between two arguments, and so that there's a middle ground. And so that was something that I had to really pay attention to, and I couldn't do that without learning about the history of it.
Actually, it makes sense. While I was reading your book, what you say is what you wrote.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I hope.
yeah, with the dragons instead, well, with fantastic beasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense. And actually, yeah, I was thinking that it was in Spain because of the paella that you mentioned and the flamenco and all of that.
flamenco.
I was like, it's totally Spain.
It is Spain, for sure. Yeah.
And you about to see?
Yes, I had to learn a lot about sailing. I don't sail, but I had to learn a lot about it. Like I had to watch many videos and read a lot of things online to be able to learn how to talk about sailing in a way that's believable, because I don't know how to sail a ship. So yeah, I mean, it took a lot of research.
That's good. Like you learn something
It's so
that you
fun.
maybe won't need it in your life, but
No.
that is necessary. in
It's
the
so
book.
fun.
Right.
I think we've had to do that for all of our books. We've had to do
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Another question is, what do you like to write stories? For example, this one is for you, Adrienne. What do you like to write stories about the sea?
I am just very drawn to water in general. I don't really know why, but I feel like water plays a very significant role in all of my books. In Sky in the Deep and The Girl the Sea Gave Back, it's the fjords. In Fable, it's the sea. In the book, in my adult novel that's coming out in Spanish next year,
Adults? Spicy?
It's spicy.
It's the first thing that I
It's a little
thought.
spicy,
It's the first
actually.
thing that I thought.
It's her
If you
spi-
say adult,
Yeah.
I say spicy.
It's
It
more,
is her
it's more
spiciest
spicy
book.
than these, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, it's her spiciest book.
Yes, but that one comes out in Spanish next year in April, I think. And in that one, the sound, it's these islands in the sound. So there's water in that one. The one I'm writing right now has a river. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like water always plays an important role in my stories.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And now, for you, Isabel, are dragons one of your favorite fantasy animals? Or where did you get this?
I think that they're just very legendary. And you say dragon, and every culture has their dragon. Everybody, when you say that, when you just say it, everybody has that imagination to picture something. And so it felt like a very accessible, magical creature. I wasn't inventing something new. It was something that I think that people could come into the story and automatically know what I was talking about. But there's something majestic about them, and I think that they're very misunderstood. But I didn't want, especially for Juntos en la Hoguera, I didn't want the dragons to be like How to Train Your Dragons, very cute like dogs. These are like dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
Very scary.
Very scary dragons.
they are.
And so, because to me, I think that there's a lot of beauty in how brutal that they can be, but also if you can find a way to develop some kind of relationship with them, like a healthy respect for them, which is what I wanted to do with this book.
Yeah. If there was a war anywhere, and you can pick one of your characters to save you or to save the world, who do you think it will be?
For me, it would be Elin.
Yes,
Absolutely, from Sky in the Deep. Like, she could
100%.
save anyone
Yeah.
from any world.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it would be Jimena from Woven in Moonlight, which is my first book. It's in Spanish is Magia a la luz de la luna, and she is this warrior. I'm actually kind of afraid of her a little bit.
Yeah.
Writing her, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so angry all the time.
Oh my.
Yeah, I really love her. But she also is an artist, but she keeps that very private. She doesn't show that to anybody, but she will touch you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
those were gonna be the characters that will save the world someday. And then now the opposite. If there was a war, which of your characters would think that has started it?
What?
What? So
Say one more time.
If there was a war like the same as the first one,
Uh-huh.
but then the last question was about saving the world.
Uh-huh.
would've
Now
started
that one
it.
it was started. Start.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
started
Started the war.
Yeah. Which one of your characters would do that?
Would start the world?
Start the war.
Oh, start the war. Yes.
Yeah,
Saint
I think so too.
would start a war over anything.
Yeah.
Fable's father in Fable.
There is a character that I have written, but it is from my next book. But this character would absolutely start wars to get what they want.
You can tell us something. No, not yet. It's private.
It's a secret. I've announced the book. It's coming out next year. It's called What the River Knows, and it's set in Egypt in 1884. But there is a character that is would start a war.
Okay. Well, I want to read that book now.
Yeah.
And Saint as well. I think Saint is a really good character. I really like him.
Yes,
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite character actually that I'm thinking.
Yeah,
If you could bring one of your characters to life, which one would be?
Lola.
Lola?
Lola.
Ah,
From
Lola.
Juntos en la-
Yeah.
Juntos en la Hoguera. She's so much fun. I want to go out with her.
She's a really good friend.
Yeah, she's a very good friend. I
Yeah.
like writing about friends.
For me, it would be Paj and Oster because they come as a package. They're a couple, but again, they're just fun. Like, I feel like I would be best friends with them. Like, we would hang out every day.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
And do you think that one of your characters could be a BTS fan?
Oh man.
I don't know.
I don't know. And I don't know. I know that they would be a Taylor Swift fan.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Everybody
yes.
is Taylor Swift fan.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're not?
I am. I love Taylor Swift.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to see her. Yes.
Yeah, you're going?
Yes.
You found the ticket?
I found it. Yeah.
I found it too.
You did?
Yeah, it was war.
Yeah. It was like
Taylor Swift started a war.
Yeah. No, really. I felt like I fought a tiger to get that.
Yeah,
To get that
me
ticket.
too.
Yes.
Me too. And when she came out to apologize about the bear attacks, I was like, I felt the same.
Yes, I was
Thank
like,
you.
I survived a tiger attack. Thank
Yeah,
you for
yeah.
acknowledging my thing. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know about BTS, but
But Taylor Swift, yeah.
do you think
Which-
they would
which
be Taylor
one?
Swift? I think Arturo would be a secret Taylor Swift
Really?
fan. With the guitar.
I like that.
I think so.
I
and
like
he's
it.
so soulful. He's very like in his heart. I think he's a romantic. And,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I truly see that.
The only one I can really see in my books being like a secret fan of BTS or something would be Hamish. Like he's just alone in his little office, counting his coin, listening to BTS, like all by himself.
Oh, well, we know now something new about your characters. Will you think Sarela and Fable could be friends, or they will dislike each other?
I think they would. I think they would actually get along really well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you really think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it too. She's like, I need to do that, and Fable, I need to do that as
And
well.
both of them, like, family is really important to both of them, and
Yeah.
like their family legacies are important to them, and they have a strong sense of duty.
Yes.
So
I think that they're also both women who are trying to prove something.
Yeah.
And they both have daddy issues.
yes,
Yes,
they do.
they do.
They both.
They do.
Yeah.
And they both lost their mom.
They do.
Yeah, they have a lot in common.
They have a lot in
actually.
common. Wow, actually.
Yo, welcome to the Disney Channel movies. You always have to lose your mom.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Now going with Sarela. If Sarela was in his room, which advice do you think she will give you at the presentation tomorrow? On Sunday, sorry.
She would say to be myself. She would. I think that her story is very much about finding her own voice and being her own person, and I think that forever she would just encourage people to be who they are.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. That's nice.
Yeah.
And the same for Fable. If she was here right now and she could give you an advice for Sunday's presentation, what do you think she will say you?
I don't think Fable would like giving a presentation. I think she would be like, "Do you have to give this presentation?
Can you get out of this presentation?
But I think that Fable would tell me that she was very proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. She's an encourager.
Yeah.
Like she sees through to the heart of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally see it. Like, don't do it. You don't have to do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I can see. Well, that will be all of the questions. Thank you so much for answering them, and I hope we get to know your characters a little bit more, and all of the people who are watching this. I hope you can really enjoy those books if you haven't read them, and if you have read them and you have some opinions, what you like about the books, please leave it on the comments. I would love to answer you all. And once again, thank you so much for being here with me. It was really a pleasure to know you a little bit more, because I always see you on the screen and everything. So
Yeah.
to see you here in person is like really a dream for me. Like you being presenting your books. This is a dream for me as well. So thank you so much for the time, and I wish you all the best in your future books and the presentation on Sunday.
Gracias.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Gracias.
Bye.
Chao. Gracias.
Leer es vivir. Wait, can I look at it while you do it? Okay.
Yeah, you can read it if you want.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Leer es como vivir dos veces.